morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Eric. TTB. Welcome. Ah, Chris. What up? Hey, Jim. Good morning, Victor. Caras. Peter. Morning. Hadith. Kai. Beza. Alex. Everyone already here. Ooh, let's see what we have today, because we moved a bit already on the daily candle. Good morning, Will. Way. Ed. Cable. Last day of the week. A weird week. Today we have NFP. No, we did have NXP. NFP. No, it is today, right? Yeah. NFP today. Let's see what we have, because usually Fridays with NFP are like a bit of a mess. We already know that. We're gonna see what we can. Mohammed, good morning. My boy Picasso. Good morning, brother. Going good, going good. Um, Going good. Robert, morning. Okay, let's get into the chart. Jenny, good morning. Let's get into the chart. As usual, and let's do the top-down analysis. Um, as always. So let's start with the daily here in Q. Uh, Weird closure, like not weird, but we closed relatively well for what we had yesterday. Good morning, Sifer. Um, we ended up like we managed to close the daily candle green. Damn, max payout because of one trade for account 50K. GG. Damn. That's on you. You executed the trade, so that's all your work, to be honest. Good job. So yeah, as I was saying, the daily candle yesterday closed green, surprisingly for what we had, both on ES and in Q. Of course, ES closed a little bit better, like ES closed uh above the previous day range, and Q on the other side is a bit weaker, and it didn't actually end up closing. It did close. Did it close? Yeah, it did close. But then good morning, Magda. The daily today already went a bit lower. Like we are 1.14% down on NQ on the day. We just swept previous day low, not too much ago. We don't have any fair value gaps. Let me see the weekly and the monthly. The weekly, we're gonna create a fair value gap most likely here this week. The closure of this week. So with NFP and everything, like I don't know what we can expect. Uh, I like to aim for previous day high, previous day low during London session. If it's not taken in this scenario, it is taken. Nothing that I can like see apart from this. Going into the 4 hour, we have a 4 hour gap to the downside. Uh, we are inside this 4 hour gap that's completely filled. Let me mark it out. This one. Um, that's a downside fair value gap. Mark it out, and that's an upside fair value gap. This one is completely like I wouldn't pay attention to this one. It's completely filled already, and we're trading kind of lower still. So I guess I want to use this 4 hour gap here. To be honest, NQ looks a bit like short. Um, like the structure looks like to the downside. We managed to close above this CSD here. We retrace into it. We are moving lower. So I guess we have this 4 hour fair value gap here to pay attention to. Onto the hourly, we just tapped an hourly gap here. Boom. And we are moving lower. Uh, and we don't have anything else to the downside here, like on the other side. Like there's nothing, sorry, to the upside, there's nothing here. Yes, let me check yes, because yes is going to be the one. Like there's huge SMT with yes at this lows. So we're gonna have to pay attention to yes. I don't want to get caught like into a short and then yes going higher like it did yesterday that I got stopped out because yes just wanted to like create another leg up on the 15 minute. We have a bunch of fair value gaps here. Like we have this that we tapped into at the same time that we tapped into the hourly. We have another one here, small one here. Like I don't know why I have a feeling like yesterday where everything was showing up, um, like everything was like bearish, and I see the same thing today. The only difference is all of this downside move that we had after the close, like on PM, like past 3 p.m., and then after the market closes. So maybe we already moved like a big chunk of what we can expect London session to move, but we will see. For now, let me check ES just in case we have SMTs right here, but on this area we don't have any. But if we manage to move higher, tap into the 4 hour gap, I think that would be an interesting area to go a lower time frame and try to get a short. Uh, what else? What else? What else? 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minute. We have these highs here, same as yes. Let me check the sessions and the stop map real quick. That's Asia high. We are trading below my plus manipulation, so we are trading inside the lower range of it. Good morning, Chris. Same for yes, right? Yes, same for yes, yes, respecting the plus manipulation here from the low. So that's a bearish sign. Let's just wait and see where we get at the open in 1 minute. But I'm feeling bearish. That's the whole thing. I don't know about you guys. How are you guys feeling? What are you looking at? Let me check crude oil real quick in this last seconds. Good morning, Mohammed. Okay. On crude oil, these lows look so juicy for short, not gonna lie. And then gold just doing its own thing. Um, Swept this low, start moving higher. And focus on, yeah, bearish, right? We're gonna focus on NQ, looking at C 743 and the gap below it for today. Yep. It's printing a 5 minute short here on the tool. We check if yes has it also. Yeah, yes has it also, like a little bit different, but it also has it. Aim big, yeah. Uh, it's not actually an invalidated short. Because the confirmation for the short came up right here, right? Came up at like 215. Like this leg here didn't confirm, run higher past the breaker area, and then confirm the 215, this fair value gap with the breaker. And the only thing is that it didn't give an entry so far. Didn't retest actually retest the breaker range. Um, I don't know. My settings are this 2R neutral Unicode mode, uh, multiple into automatic with all of these sources. I have the filters enabled for New York and London. Check maybe MNQ, maybe MNQ, maybe MNQ did. No, it didn't. I don't know. It's weird. Good morning, Harun. Um, yeah, it could be another scenario, Robert. Yeah. Um, yeah, it could be another scenario. Yeah. Yes. I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't. Bonjour, Tom. I wouldn't dislike it. I just prefer to get into shorts if my bias are short. That's is what it is. But yeah, could be a long out of this low here. I think it's like there. It's just the low. We don't have any other fair value gap. But yeah, if we get a good reaction out of it, why not? Did this thing do too hard? Not yet. Gold keeps pushing higher. Crude oil. Short on crude oil. I wouldn't mind it. The thing is, crude oil and Q moving into the same direction. A little bit weird, let me say. Yeah, listen, that would be the best thing to do. Just checking NQ for the charting, and then using NQ for the execution. That would be the best thing. It's done 2 hours and 3 minutes. Like I really find that when we have like multiple setups forming on different time frames, that's the best scenario, because you have multiple time frames aligning with the same idea. For base bias today, I prefer that low not to be taken, then push to 4 hour fair value gap, then dump during New York. Uh, Fair enough. But it looks like it's gonna happen the opposite way. that we're gonna dump now, take the low, pop up higher, take the 4 hour gap, continue lower. Let's see. Check crude oil once more. I mean, it is true that I like these highs. Like these highs here, I like them. These equal highs. So maybe what we can play with is this range here, like from the low to this highs. Gold showing up this 15-minute setup. Gold is trading above plus manipulation. I don't think gold looks bad for long into the daily open here. But not looking to take a 15-minute trade on gold, to be honest. Crude oil. Yeah, it could be a solid move if we have the follow through that we want. Like we need to see a good reaction out of taking this low, to be honest. Especially with NQ being the weak one. Good morning, Ben. For now, just waiting. We can do anything here. If it's a break on the low, like if we manage to like if we don't see reaction out of the low, to be able to take a short, I'm gonna need to get a fair value gap, like a 15-minute fair value gap or something like this. Uh, but yeah, like if we go past the low and we don't see a reaction, we can look for a continuation lower. Morning, and there's not much. We're working, we are looking for short bias here. Like we have short bias here. Yo, 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 good morning. Yeah, we do have news today. That's the bad thing. Like we have NFP. Um, so we need to be cautious about like how we approach. Probably taking low risk trades could be enough for today's session. But probably if you had a green week, like if you're in the green on the week, probably just skipping to it would be the best, honestly. I mean, so far nothing crazy happened. But New York's gonna be crazy. So just lost two trades during the week. I mean, if it's during the whole week, it's not that bad. You sure that the Globex open? Yeah, the short was clean. Like we had a clean short. Gold keeps moving higher. Oh, what a push. Going for Asia high for sure. Crude oil seems to be respecting these lows here. Let's see if anything else. And then Q midway to going for the low. Oil and Q dropping, gold pushing. Yeah, and it's weird that gold then NQ and crude oil move towards the same direction. Like I always say that when this happens, one of the two is lying. Like we have a liar right here. NQ or crude oil is lying. Exactly. Now the question is who's actually lying, you know? Is it NQ just waiting for this low and we're gonna reverse from it? Or is it crude oil, you know? Which session indicator do I use? Uh, it's the same. I mean, I've been having this question for a while. It's a session indicator that Shoshu, the stam up guy, made for me because I was drawing all of these boxes by hand, and he made it for me. I have the code, but I don't know how to publish it, or even if he is gonna let me publish it, if I can say that. Um, and I keep saying that I'm gonna ask him, but I don't ask him. I don't know why. I'm sure, Ben, if you're proficient, like if you know how to use AI, you can make this on your own. It's just a few boxes, you know. Yeah, Judge is king. Good morning, Jimmy brother. Good to see you here. Event key takes Asia high. We prep 15-minute breaker leg. We have also uh prepared a 1 hour and 4 hour breaker leg. So Emo, we can go up from when NQ takes the low. Yeah, let's see if we get a reaction of the low. Crude oil. We are also moving lower. He's from Germany too, that's true. Good morning, Ice Cube. Henry, welcome. Dow at all-time high. What the actual fuck? Okay, looks like we are approaching the low here. I had such a good long entry, but I was trying to take a couple of micros and how much higher, but double top and round trip. Yeah, this year. Yeah, Asia low is just it's gonna happen, right? Okay, and crude oil closed below this lows, so maybe we are also going for this previous day lows here. 29,500. This one's here. Yeah, that was insane that we, or you're even, no, those are 29,700. 500. Wow, you're aiming just extremely low. That's 28, 29,7, 29. 29,700s. Okay. Yeah, I was starting to find the 29,500s. This one's right. Yeah, it was crazy when we started moving higher here, uh, Thursday 28. Instead of just going for the lows and moving higher, we just completely ignored them and moved higher. Could be a good target, like you could take forth like not today, but next week. Like what I want to see for next week is creating this fair value gap on the weekly, um, and then like tapping into the weekly gap and moving higher. That's what I want to see from for next week. This thing did 2R. This setup did 2R already on both NQ and I guess yes also. Oh no, yes, it's just way lower. We're gonna have a huge S&T here with the low, right? I mean, not that huge. ES is also close to it. Crude oil. I have the base settings for the stop. I'm like, I didn't touch a thing. I use the continuous contracts when they chart all this like this. I don't know. I didn't check if there was news Ice Cube or anything because like the draw about like Asia and past like 3:30 p.m. was huge. Can you? Oh yeah, the four repairs of last night is quite ugly. It's like a big market maker set moral target. It's previous week low. Yeah, yeah. No clue. You hit 3 hour on the 3 minute. Did you take the 3 minute, Mohammed? Oh, it's taking its time to get to the low. I didn't. Okay, but yeah, regardless of that, it was a great short. Okay, let's see if we could get the low here. Yes, takes it. It's gonna take it also, so we're not gonna have SMT. Thing is, if I want to see a balance from here, what should I use? Let me see. Oh, we have plenty of things to do with the 1 minute. The highs look so fucking good. These two highs here. What am I looking for right now? So we have this 4 hour gap here with like Asia high, like with the 10 p.m. candle. We have this 4 hour gap. Um, we are looking for this low to be taking, 6 p.m. low. Um, looking for a sweep of the low and see how we get a reaction to do something like this, sweep the low, go for the 4 hour high, and resume lower during New York. Ideally, maybe looking for these equal lows here. Oops. That would be the main idea. But so far, what I'm just waiting is for the low to be taken, like this to be taken, boom, boom, and see the reaction. Like if we have an immediate reaction higher and we can find something, we have this equal highs here also that I really like. Um, let's see, let's see. Yes, did yes take low? No. Why we are just going higher now? Come on. New 15 minutes, what previous one? Oh man, it's gonna print a unicorn setup here for sure if we close above this. But I don't know if I want to just long this out of here. There you go. This is the setup that's printing. Yeah, we've been so bearish since PM yesterday. Thank you, Alex. I would short this market when we inverse this 1 minute. Why is this slow bleed so hard to short? Yeah. Ideally, I wouldn't want to ignore the Asia low here, to be honest. Like, I would like NQ to take it before longing, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what this reaction comes from. That's why I'm a bit skeptical about this. We tapped into this 5 minute gap now. Good morning, Rabbit Bullet. I still want to see the low taken, but I mean, see now we if we close this like it's like 33 minutes to go, yeah, still, but we can form a potential 1 minute fair value gap. So if we didn't take the low by then, we can still use the 1 minute, 1 hour fair value gap to look for the short into the low. I know. But I need to see a really good reaction out of the low to be able to take along, even though I know it's against my bias. I think it's a bull trap. Looks like crude oil seems to be moving lower slowly but surely. Also, really interested on what crude oil uh, does when we sweep these lows here, because they look really good. On the other hand, here we have gold trying to push even higher, approaching Asia high. What about 6E? I usually never check the unicorn here. Two. Yeah, YM is so strong. Wow. This is just, I don't know what this push here comes from. Now we're not even gonna, like, the hourly is starting to close. I mean, we are trading inside the previous hourly range again, so that's insane. Let me tell you, that's crazy without taking the low. Yeah, hourly. Oh, I was checking ES, not NQ. ES is trading inside the previous hourly range again. NQ it is not yet. Karen, good morning. Doing good. Doing good. Trying to see what the market is actually doing because it's weird. Crude oil going for the lows, that's for sure now. I mean, we maybe we can expect that, with NFP being Friday also. Good morning, Karim. We can expect that. I mean, yeah, we just rebalance. Yeah, the 5 minute, like we just tapped into the 5 minute gap here. We're still close below. Yeah, yeah, I know. The pre-NFP swap is gonna be a weak thing today. Um, do we have a bullish breaker on ES? We do have one on the 5 minute. I mean, not yet confirmed because we didn't close above. On the 1 minute, I think we also did one, right? Did it print it? Yeah. We are on a long, I mean, it is showing a long setup out of the 15-minute previous, like same setup that NQ showed here, lower. But the range of the breaker on NQ was smaller than in ES, so NQ already did 2R. And ES, it's going for the 2R. But yeah, it was a clean retest on that breaker after the 15-minute open. How close, yeah. Now we're pushing through the fair value gap here. Yeah, like I was having the same idea, but after taking Asia low, like I was looking for the same highs. Let me just remove this. I was looking for these highs on both NQ and Asia, I and ES. Just remove the drawings here real quick. I was looking for these highs too. But I wanted to see the low gone for that liquidity grab and then move higher with speed. Yeah, I get the logic, but it's just hard for me to long out of this. Let me check. Yes, if we can take this. If it confirms, maybe gold to Asia highs. It's pretty much there already, right? It's like pushing so hard. Maybe to this highs here. That's doesn't look bad. Crude oil also started moving to the upside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gold just ripped higher. Yeah. No, no, yeah. Gold was extremely clean. Also, we had a 1 hour swing, 4 hour open high low close. So yeah, it was really great. All right, let me reevaluate here what we have. We are tapping into 15-minute fair value gap here on ES. Uh, Q, uh, much different. Yes. There you go. It plots the unicorn here on ES. They are. And that's what I usually like to look for targets, like for my drawn liquidity, this type of highs. That's smooth edges. That's perfect. I might try to get this long here. Let's just me move this one. I just want to see one. Let me check again. 15-minute. We have the upper high low close. The we are trading the C3 on the hourly. We're gonna open C3 at 4. We have also 4 hour sweep. Like the long looks clean, especially with the highs. It's just what's the contract size on ES compared to NQ? ES has like um a value per point or per tick higher than in Q. But obviously in Q has like more valuation, you know. So yeah, it looks good. The thing here is I wanted to get into ES, not in Q, because NQ is the weak one. Even though we have the setup here, the long setup's gonna form probably around there. The very good range being smaller. 1 minute uni just lamp TP, yeah. So hard. Like I was the TP on ES, right? Yeah. The 1 minute unicorn here on ES, yeah. Shit. Now we're going for the highs. We're going for the highs, guys. Let's see this 5 minute closing. Wow. Crude oil didn't tap the lows here also. Crude oil, Q, ES. Let me check. Did we tap into anything? We're trading against a 15-minute fair value gap here on ES. Mm. We have 3 minute breaker also, 1 minute, 5 minute. You cancel the order. I never placed one. I'm just gonna see how we move from here. On NQ, like I don't want to take the long on NQ, being the weak one. I just feel like it's gonna happen the same thing as has been happening lately. That I just get stopped out because yes, it's just doing its own thing. Yeah, no, taking age lows was yeah, exactly. Like the 15 minute on ES is still bearish, like this one. 3 minutes to go. The thing is, if we embarrass this 15 minute gap, I don't think I'm gonna get an entry anymore. That's why I'm like considering if I want to take it or not if it goes lower. Here, crude oil, we have the fair value gap here. I'm waiting. Sky Trade's not taking anything yet. Not yet in this. One secret oil. Will it tap into the 15-minute cap? No. 2 minutes for this 15-minute to close. That's it. I know, high time frame. Like everything's still. Like I really want to see the age low taken, but these highs are just also so fucking juicy. Mm, yeah, it could be a 50-50. Yeah, but I mean, it's not the first time I see this happening where we just don't get like an obvious strong liquidity and we just move into the opposite and then eventually we just take it. See how that hit the 15-minute? Yeah. I mean, not saying it's gonna happen now, but you starts to dump. Yeah, and Q obviously is the weak one. Like his, it is. This is just bullshit. Okay, no 15-minute. Close inside the 15-minute fair value gap on ES. Gold. I wanted to see gold tap into the 15-minute fair value gap to see if I could get into something, but I cannot. Hey, 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 crude oil moving lower after the 15-minute gap. Nothing. I mean, it was obvious that if I had to take a long, it was not gonna be on in queue. That's for sure. Ooh, what a boring session. Not getting anything. I'm not bad, just by a little bit. There's price failed to move back out. Then it goes yesterday. We dumb at the open and now price low. On the open, we throw is lower. Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm not taking anything so far. It didn't give entry anyway on ES. So, like, if I wanted to get an entry here, it didn't give me an entry. So, oh, I mean, high time frame. It's 100% sure that looks like a bearish, like biased. So, I have the same view. Like, high time frame looks bearish, no doubt. Let's see 4M. Like right now, I think 4M is going to be the one telling us what we are doing, to be honest. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I see both the scenarios. Like, high time frame, we're really bearish, but the hourly closure here is going to be good. The 4 hour, like, obviously 2 hours still go, but the 4 hour is just playing good for the idea that we wanted to get the 4 hour fair value gap. And the 15 minute played that already because we had this the sweep here, C3. I would call it that 15 minute already played out from the lows here, like from this short. Right here, like I don't think anyone is wrong or right. We both like there's both like there's two sides right here. The ones that wants to see the highest first taken to then go lower, or the ones that wants to see Asia high first taken to then go higher. Like for shorts and Q, for longs ES right now. Because ES is the strong one. So it's way probable that you get the winning trade on ES on a long. Exactly like, and I don't think anyone's wrong here. Like I see both the scenarios having its logic. I see this high as being taken is logical, and seeing this low, like they're just so obvious draws on liquidity. But we have two extremely obvious draws on liquidity here. So, and the high time frame, same thing. Like I still see that we have like the structure, high time frame structure is just the CL. Oh shit, yeah, CL is moving lower. I was also inclining to this idea that shorts would be taken during New York. I am. Anyway, if I wanted to be in this long, no entry given anyway, so no way for me to get into this, sadly. Crude oil seems to be moving lower, but yeah. Using all this just as the short, like I would do something like this, but I'm not gonna have an entry here, right? 5 minute football gap here on crude oil. 1 minute. I can consider this a shorting right the fair value gap, the 5 minute fair value gap. Damn, there's nothing that just completely stands out here for me. Like I see so many things that could be good, that are looking good, but they're not like 100% convincing. We're just doing something like this and aiming for the ultimate low. What the fuck? Thank God we are not taking any trade today, guys. Thank God. It's one of these days, like if this like not 100% clear. Okay, we're gonna have 4 a.m. open in 5 minutes. You're copying you or the vibes. The vibes is just complaining about the market right now. Ugh. It's just insane. It's mental, yeah. Well, the market seems to be already on lunch mode. Yeah. Crude oil reacting out of the 5 minute per hour. Thank God. Oh my God. Imagine being in this long here, going through this on a Friday. That would be Um, that will be crazy. Whew. 3 minutes C2 and C3 expansion. Hmm. Crude oil did the same thing. Like just left these lows here to be taken. I don't know when, but even if I wanted to short this, I don't know where I would short. It didn't sweep any of the highs here. Like if 4M opens and sweeps these highs and we move lower, I might consider getting a short. What a range, yeah. It is beautiful though. Yep. Panel, I agree with you. It's been a weird week, yeah. Where the drawn liquidity was really clear, but the PA was not it. Okay, we opened 4M. We didn't take any of the highs here. Crude ripping higher out of nowhere. Okay. Gold going lower. Morning, morning. Of course, yeah, yeah. Yeah, with NFP, it is normal that we have something like what we are facing now, not going anywhere. But hey, I don't know. I thought maybe this range we could have like did something, you know. Good morning, man. Like I was not expecting for like a big move. It's just a range play, playing this range. I wanted to see some sort of liquidity taken, and then look for a move into the range again. But we didn't even have that. Now in Q seems to be stronger, right? Let's see if we go higher. If we don't, looks like we are doing higher. We're going higher. We have some T here now, and Q taking the high. You get any good setups? No, sir, nothing. Maybe taking it short after the 4 a.m. open. I don't know. Let's see. Crude oil, gold, Q. Ooh. We also have 15-minute fair value gap right there. Minus fair value gap. And we have a sweep inside the fair value gap at 4 a.m. That's also obviously a 1 hour sweep with an hourly fair value gap. $15 minute. That's an hourly. Let's see if the breaker blocked confirm. Like we have a breaker. Not printing it. Retested midnight open. Another confluence then. We tapped into 15-minute fair value gap also the upside. It's just completely risky, you know. 1 hour is just same. Yon, crude oil. Good morning, Alex. Let's have the 5 minute here. We tapped into 15-minute fair value gap also here. It's just we're doing ping pong with everything. It's ping pong all day long and Q NES. Is it okay to shore now when I'm in Q? Hey, it's risky. I think everything that we take right now is just completely risky. I don't know why it's not showing the same setup on MNQ and NQ because we have them on both places. But yeah. Yeah, see, like everyone's seeing a different thing. Like everyone's seeing like some of us see uh long, some of us see shorts. There's reason for both things to happen. So I'm down shorting it. Yeah, probably gonna remain myself also hands off. Probably today, throughout the whole day. Not even just London. Yep, I guess, yeah. Crude oil. Oh, really then? That's weird. So far, good reaction out of this 15-minute fair value gap on a Q. Thank you, Karen. Um, have a good weekend, brother. Oof. And this is gonna be it's going. I just want to see if we show a breaker block here. Despite having SMT as still stronger. CLS is still like it's trading above this high already. Yeah, retest on the 5 minute breaker, it was clean. Yeah. We're not going anywhere. Like, of course we are, but it's just, I don't know. 1 minute breaker on ES like this, right? That's what you're looking for, Andres, right? After taking the previous 15-minute low here. Yeah, on this was one on this small 15-minute fair value gap here. Really, really small. I don't know. Not too convinced so far, to be honest. Gold didn't went for this high. 15 minute on MQ. Yeah, we tapped into a 15-minute gap. That's really nice. And also, we also have tapped into this 15-minute gap. Like we are tapped, like what we said, we are just ping ponging in between fair value gaps, not going anywhere. No, I mean that's probably what's gonna happen, Seafair. Like I don't see anything extremely clean or good so far for us to take. Uh and just being Friday, we have NFP later in the day. I don't think it's worth it to just try and force a trade here. Like when you have the feeling that a trade is good and you know it right away, and then there's other moments like other times where you see a trade and you have to convince yourself that this trade is worth taking. Usually when that happens, like when you're trying to convince yourself into getting into a trade, it is usually because that trade is not good enough. Same thing for when I teach breakers and unicorns. If you cannot like spot the unicorn or the breaker right away, and you have to convince yourself to find one, it is because probably there's none of it. Like there's none in the chart. I mean, like every other asset is doing the same thing. Like gold had a good run up higher, now it's just not moving. Crude oil left these equal lows right here, and out of nowhere just started to go to the upside, and now it's not doing anything. Like it's not committing to like any side. And same for ES and NQ here. Yeah, sometimes like not being in a position uh, is also position. You're positioning to not take a trade. Journey. Hello, Justin. Not much. Here we are, watching a dead chart do nothing for a few hours. But besides this, I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah, Tom, that's the attitude. Like if you're green on the day, let it be, and come here next week. You're doing great, Tom. Happy to see you winning. Have a good weekend. Oh, you cut the short at 2 a.m. You motherfucker. Good one, good one. I saw the short happening, but I was aiming for this low here, the edge low here, to then see the move higher. GG. Right now I'm trading prop, but I did trade also live accounts. Uh, but yeah, right now I'm just trading props. Yesterday I ended up passing like I got a few Apex trading, like Apex accounts, and I passed five. Thanks, Yap. Have a good one. At least you're not like deep down. It's just $100, so you're good. See you, brother. 50K's end of day. That's the one that I got yesterday. I got in banned. Like I think everyone was in banned. Do you mean pay for both or once? Uh, to be honest, being banned from a pro firm is like something good. Uh, yeah, it's just a one phase thing, and then the funded. How much I made per day? I mean, I passed the accounts in one trade. Like I took one trade and passed them on one trade. Uh, if you like, the only thing is if you're gonna get banned on a prop firm, you're not gonna expect it. That's like you're not gonna be able to expect it unless you make a ton of money. So I guess just try to make as much money as you can without spending too much on the platform. And if you get banned, you move on. Like getting banned is actually the biggest compliment that then a platform can make you because that means you're profitable and that means you're spending less than what you're making, you know? So I don't think it's a bad thing. Obviously, it's a bad thing because you cannot keep trading with like it reduces the amount of platforms that you can work with and therefore it reduces the amount of money that you can make. Uh, but I think it's a good thing getting banned. I can check the email, but I don't think they gave me any reason, to be honest. I can check the emails. It was like 1 year ago. Approve. Um, there you go. Limitations. Uh. You know, will you look for an email with a regular server? How you will approach the email? Yeah, like I would look for an A plus setup. Oh yeah, we're pushing higher. What the fuck? Yeah, I would like find an A plus setup, the perfect one, and just go all in on this. No, I didn't. I didn't take any setup here. On yes, nothing. I'm flat today. I don't want to trade. Like I don't want to risk into getting into anything here. Showing a clean unicorn here in the 1 minute. And the email that they gave me was a fucking 1,000 words email when they banned me. I'm finally green. Today was my fifth day before I could request payout. I just could not get green for 8 hours. Ooh, 30K. Damn. GG. How's Alpha? I never tried him. I got banned 29 of May 2025 from Apex, and I just got unbanned like pretty much the same moment, like 1 year after. Oh, that's really nice. Wow. Then I might need to start checking onto Alpha. Wow. To be honest, at this point, I'm just gonna wait for shorts to happen and not even like try to get longs or anything. GG. Incredible ended up dying into the low. This motherfucker. Yeah. There's nothing for me here anymore. Like, I don't want to get into any trade. Looks like we're going for the highs finally, so not bad. Let's see if we can get a short later to New York and aiming for Asia low. Let's see. But for me, I think we can call it a day. I don't think anything was like worth taking. Ugh. And worth risking mental capital and risking some money into any setup here. So I prefer to go into the weekend happy. and not sad about taking a bad trade. Um, so yeah, boring session overall. This week was weird with NFP. Thank you for your edge. Thank you so much. Yeah, not the best week. Let's see if next week is better. But hey, we're doing great so far, so I'm happy. Anyone has any questions before we call it a day? Thank you, Mohammed. Happy to see you around. Thank you, Sifer, again, as always. Same, Eric. Have a good weekend. Enjoy it, by the way. Disconnect from trading. Enjoy your time. Thank you, Ed. Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend. Thank you, Chris, Robert. Thank you so much. All right, boys and girls, Havish, Chris, Edith, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Like we're growing so much, and I really like to see every one of you around. Take care. James, Ali, thank you so much. See you on Monday, same time, for London session. We're gonna run the streams across the whole week. Uh, so yeah. Uh, thank you, Insert. Hope you're enjoying the indicator, brother. Uh, and yeah, I can see. Okay, it's gonna keep going for 1 minute then. I know. Are you enjoying the indicator, Windsor? Where from Brazil? Yeah, I hope next London sessions are better. We just hit the highs right now. I don't know where like this push comes from. I'm gonna be the whole London sessions next week. Yeah, yeah. Okay, boys. I said thank you so much. See you next week. Enjoy the weekend. Disconnect from trading. I know, Windsor. I recognized you. Hope it's working fine now. But yeah, when are you going to start funding accounts auto payout? We can maybe see we can start it next week. Why not? It'd be great. Thank you much for tuning in. I need to go. See you Monday. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Thank you so much.